Hey guys, so pretty big news. It's about 2:30 in the morning, so might as well just talk about it now. So I am an early adopter of the ASUS ROG Phone 1. This is the first model from 2 years ago. 4G, pretty good phone. The problem with it is I switched over to Mint Mobile from T-Mobile. I just actually looked at the phone like about 2 minutes ago, and one of the biggest things that people complain about with Mint Mobile and stuff is delayed talk and text, delayed phone calls, delayed text messages, and stuff like that. So I just ran a speed test on my phone. Everything's working better, which is kind of funny because now ASUS supports VoLTE. I punched in the code on the number dial to check, and I've also checked their settings, and apparently it has the enhanced 4G mode now. It also has Wi-Fi calling, and now it also has, and I knew this was going to be a software update, which is kind of dumb. It took them this long, but and then I checked, and it also has VoLTE provisioned enabled. Like I said, one of the biggest issues with phones right now, which is bugging the crap out of me, is when T-Mobile announced, hey, you're required to have VoLTE on our networks, or else, you can't use our network. So now the funny thing about VoLTE, if you don't know what it is, VoLTE is voice over LTE, meaning which you have to have a 5G or 4G network to talk. And usually back then, or currently still, if you were to talk on the phone via, it'll go to 3G and 2G. So because for some reason talk and text still uses the old networks, and what they're doing is knocking down the old networks, only having 4G and 5G. So no more 3G and 2G, and that's it. So now the problem was that people were complaining about was mainly because I just bought my phone. Why are you doing this? My phone's not going to be supported, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I was one of those people. And the biggest one is ASUS, actually, because a lot of people do have Zenfone. A lot of people have the ROG phone. I have an ROG phone. I wasn't planning on upgrading soon. I'm not one of those people that like spends that much money on a phone and then upgrades the following year. I've had my phone for 2 years now. I wanted to at least have my phone for another 1 to 3 years. I know it's a big gap, but depending on how I feel by then, I wouldn't mind a 5G phone eventually, especially because Mint announced their unlimited plan for $30 a month, which is a really good deal. So once I get a 5G phone, I'm going to switch to the unlimited plan. And I have not been getting delayed texts and delayed calls, which is great. The VoLTE seems to be functioning. Typically, when I ran a speed test at my house, I was getting about 1 megabit. Now it's showing about 20 to 30. I know if I were to go more towards one of the towers that's like a few miles that way, I know I'll get a better signal because I can load videos a lot better there. But now I can actually play a 1080p video on my phone off of my network. Now obviously I only have the 8 gig data for Mint, so I don't want to waste my data. So I'm just gonna stick with Wi-Fi since we're all quarantine or whatever. So I digress. But yes, this is big news for any of you who will have an ASUS phone, who were concerned about. I don't know how far back this update goes, but since my ASUS phone is from 2018, November of 2018, so late 2018, I'm gonna assume that phones that are still supported, mainly from 2 years ago at least, will have VoLTE. If you do not know if your phone has it yet or will have it, I've Google searched this quite a bit, try to look through all the pages and usually find like routes and different methods to doing this. So I would say dial the star hashtag 4636 hashtag star, and then it'll take you to a setting that you can actually alter settings of your phone internally. So it's not like a crazy complex thing that you'll ruin your phone. So if you want, just go in there and just check your phone information. Don't mess with too many settings or at all. Actually, just check to see if VoLTE provisioned is green or on. You're good. You have VoLTE. You don't have to buy a new phone come January, and you'll be fine. That's all I had to say. I definitely am excited, which is why I made the video. I definitely wanted my phone to last longer, and it will. So I was kind of bummed that I spent that much money on a cell phone, and was like, oh, Thanks, T-Mobile. Thanks, ASUS. Thank you for forcing me to buy a new phone. But I guess I won't be saying that now. So, because I like the ASUS phones. I was looking at this because I didn't want to spend over $1,000 on a 5G phone or a shitty flip phone. Crap, whatever. Cursing. I'm not even monetized. So, because I was looking at the Samsung Area 51 or A51 5G, which is about a $500 phone. It's on the cheaper end of 5G, 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Seems pretty reliable. People seem to like it. So, but I didn't want Samsung. I don't like their proprietary software for Android. I used to have a Nexus. Pixel is kind of cool, I guess. I don't like the designs as much. ASUS definitely caught my attention with their screen quality, with the look of their phone. I'm a cosmetic guy, but also their battery. The battery is the biggest thing. I love speed. Having a Snapdragon 850, I think it's an 855 plus in it, which is still holds up today. I know we're on the 865s now, and an Adreno 630 graphics card. It definitely still gets the job done. After this phone is definitely meant for longevity. As long as ASUS keeps updating it, which I think they will. It's still on Android 9. ASUS actually lags it on the updates, which is fine as long as the phone works properly. I don't really care if it has the latest version of Android. They're definitely on the slower end, because you know how like phones before were like anytime you update the phone it slows down, and then like that by the third year it's just unbearable and you want a new phone. So ASUS is the ROG 1 is on Android 9. I don't know about the 2. The 3 is going to be on 10. So and who knows? I think they're going to. I didn't get 9 until like a year after I bought the phone. So that the January of this year actually. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I was informational about the VOLTEs and ABCD 1 2 3. I'm done.